Hey everybody, it's me again, your Sam. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about October and November and my plans. I have mentioned before that I'm going to be participating in NaNoWriMo once again. NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It's in the month of November. So we have 30 days to create 50,000 words. What that breaks down to is about 1,667 words per day. So it's a little bit of a challenge for those of us that can't or don't write 1,600 words a day. I know there are times where I can write 2,000 or 3,000 words in a day, and there was one day where I think I wrote close to 9,000 words. But there are days where, I can barely get out 30 words, much less over 1,000. National Novel Writing Month is just that. It's a challenge. It's a way to push us writers to finish something, to work on something, and to have a goal that we can celebrate with other people. And a lot of author-tubers and whatever you want to call them do participate in NaNoWriMo just for the sake of being in a community like this. And it's an awesome community. There's all kinds of goal setting. There's all kinds of support. There's forums that you can talk to everybody. There's groups that you can join where there is support. There's also like a community thing where you are put in with other writers in your area, and you might be able to come up and meet for a write-a-thon or something like that, just to commiserate together. There is one here in Hickory at Barnes & Noble. I'm part of their Facebook group, but I unfortunately have never showed up. That's, anxiety, depression, most writers have those, but with NaNoWriMo comes Preptober. I haven't really seen anything like Preptober before this year. I might have just had blinders on or something last year and the year before that. But this is my first time experiencing Preptober, which is preparing for NaNoWriMo in October. Also, the reason why I probably haven't paid any attention to it is because I've been a pantser up until this year. What a pantser is that we don't plot, we don't plan, we don't really organize, we just sit down and write come what may. So I've been a pantser pretty much my whole life. I sit down and write what I can, and the next day I try it again. This year I've tried to plot a little bit. I consider myself now a plantser, which is a person who plots and pants at the same time. I am not one of those plotters who have every single little detail worked out for their book that they're going to be writing. I'm one of those that have maybe like a chapter named or an event named, and I move on to the next event or chapter or something like that. That's what I am. I don't have carved in stone plan. With that being said, I do have a little bit, and I'm going to probably put up a picture of this, or at least a banner or something while I'm talking right here. My NaNoWriMo plans are going to be finished. I'm no hero. I still have about 8 quests or monsters for her to write out and for me to write out for her to defeat. And of course the wind down where she goes back home, and the not so much resolution, because there is going to be a sequel to this book. There's going to be some ends left open. That to me means that I'm going to be writing about 13 more chapters, give or take a little bit, which means that it's going to be around probably 20 to 26,000 words, give or take, depending on how wordy I get and how descriptive I get, because this is still going to be a rough draft because I'm not going to go back and edit while I write. I'm not going to have time to do that in order to reach the 50,000 words. So with that being only half of what NaNoWriMo is, I'm No Hero is only going to be about 26,000 words from the 1st of November to whenever I finish it, because I'm still writing on it this month. Then I'm going to start the sequel. I do believe that I'm going to name it I'm Your Hero. It's kind of a play on I'm Your Huckleberry from Doc Holliday and Tombstone, because I love Tombstone and I love Doc Holliday. The sequel is going to be basically the big bad protagonist is still trying to take over the world, and Nadasha and her team have to thwart this. And I've plotted out loosely about 10 chapters so far. So we'll see how far that goes. It might be the rest of the 50,000 that I haven't written, or it might even go further than that. I don't plan on being able to finish the sequel during NaNoWriMo. It's probably going to be into January or February when I'm Your Hero is finished. We'll see. And because of NaNoWriMo, you're probably going to get a few more sneak peeks into my work and some snippets of some of my chapters and some of my favorite lines or something that I've come up with, because with NaNoWriMo, I'm going to have to go back into typing this out probably because of, the word count goal of 50,000. Because I'm such an avid handwriter, I will probably still do that and just count my words, or become very good at guesstimating how many words per page I usually write, being able to update my word count from there. So yay for you guys, you get to see more snippets. I also wanted to share with you something I thought was really neat. A little while ago, I signed up to become a product tester. This is my first product that I have been sent to test. And it is a journal. Imagine that, right up my alley, right? And this is a leather-bound journal company called Kanthem. I'm probably butchering the word, but I really like how they have packaged this. I mean, it's a really thick, really durable box that I'm going to probably keep forever. I mean, look how thick that thing is. But they do leather-bound journals. Look how pretty. If I can get it out of the box. Ooh, there I go. So yeah, look at that. They are on Amazon, and their journals are pretty reasonably priced. I've seen some that are built like this that go for about $50 or $60, and I do believe that this one right now, if you go on Amazon, is about $24, $25. I could be wrong. I should have researched this before I went on there, but I want to show you the binding. I mean, it's a gorgeous journal, and the paper is fairly thick, and I cannot wait to use it. I get to test it out and do my review in the next 2 days, and I plan on abusing this sucker. Anyway, this is probably going to be the book for I'm Your Hero. So in the next 2 days, I'm going to be writing the plot in here, some inspirational quotes, some lines that I want to use, maybe some new character profiles in here with all kinds of different pens and pencils to see how well this journal holds up. I'll probably update you a little bit on that later on. I'm not going to give you the guys a link now because I'm kind of testing out this company to see if they're legit, what happens with this product tester. So far, so good. That's a plus, right? We'll see how that goes, and I'll link you in future videos for the product testing company if they work out, and I will go ahead and link the Amazon store where you can buy these leather-bound journals. They have a variety, and they have a variety of colors for each one. Well, they have a few colors for each one, I should say. I'll let you look through those, and we'll talk at you later. See you next week.